If you're tired of putting on a brave face, tired of pretending you've got it all together when inside you feel like you're falling apart, then this is for you. We live in a world that celebrates the appearance of strength. We post our wins, hide our losses, and act like we're always in control. But let me ask you, how's that working out? Is it bringing you peace, or is it just exhausting? The truth is, this kind of strength, this fake strength, is built on image, not substance. It's a house of cards. We act strong because we're terrified of looking weak. But Jesus never told us to look strong. In fact, he said the exact opposite. He said, apart from me, you can do nothing. He invited us to abide in him, to connect with him, to depend on him completely. Anything we build on our own pride, our own manufactured strength, is destined to collapse. It's not a matter of if, but when. So, where does real strength come from? It starts in a place that feels counterintuitive. Real strength begins with honest surrender. Think about the most powerful figures in the Bible. Were they the ones who never showed weakness? Absolutely not. David, a king and a warrior, cried out to God in his Psalms, pouring out his fear, his doubts, his despair. The Apostle Paul, who wrote a huge portion of the New Testament, was brutally honest about his struggles. He spoke of a thorn in the flesh, a constant source of pain or weakness that he begged God to take away, and God's answer: "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Even Jesus himself, in the Garden of Gethsemane, didn't pretend to be emotionless. He was in such anguish that he prayed, "Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me. Yet not my will, but yours be done." He was honest with the Father about his human struggle. You see, God doesn't fill what we pretend is already full. He fills what we empty before him. He meets us in our honesty, not in our performance. This leads to a profound spiritual principle. God's strength shows up best right when your own strength runs out. Paul understood this better than anyone. After quoting God's promise, he declared, "Therefore I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. For when I am weak, then I am strong." Isn't that incredible? Your breaking point, that moment when you feel you can't take another step, is often God's entry point. It's the place where he can finally step in and show his power in your life, unhindered by your own efforts. When you stop trying to hold it all together, he can finally hold you. Let's be real for a moment. Pretending is exhausting. Carrying that mask of perfection, of having it all figured out, is so much heavier than carrying a cross. Why? Because a mask just leads to burnout. It isolates you. It keeps you trapped in a cycle of performance and anxiety. But a cross, when we pick it up and follow Jesus, leads to resurrection. It leads to new life. Surrendering our burdens to him doesn't add to our load. It refreshes our souls. Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." He invites us to trade our heavy, self-made yokes for his, which is easy and light. The rest he offers is found in surrender, not in striving. This changes everything about how we experience life. Fake strength is always focused on performance. It constantly asks, am I doing enough? Do I look good enough? Are people impressed? It's a never-ending treadmill of proving your worth. It says, I got this. But real, God-given strength produces peace. It's a quiet confidence that doesn't come from your abilities, but from your position in him. Real strength whispers, God, hold me. I can't do this without you. And when you live from that place of dependence, the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, becomes an anchor for your soul. It's a peace that fear, anxiety, and circumstances simply cannot shake. Now, think about the role of the Holy Spirit. He is called our helper, our comforter, our advocate. But the Holy Spirit doesn't empower actors. He doesn't show up to applaud a performance. He is the Spirit of truth. He comes where there's honesty, where there's genuine confession and humility. He rushes into the heart that says, I am weak, I need you. He avoids the house built on pretense, if you want to experience the empowering presence of the Holy Spirit in your life. The first step is to get real. Get honest with God, with yourself, and with a trusted community. Drop the act and you'll create space for his power to move. Your victory was never meant to be found in your own muscles, your own intellect, or your own willpower. It's found in your dependence. Look at Samson. He was physically the strongest man, but he fell when he became arrogant and depended on himself. He forgot the source of his strength. Now look at Peter. He was impulsive, emotional, and even denied Jesus at his most critical hour. But after Pentecost, when he was completely dependent on the Holy Spirit, he became an unstoppable force for the gospel, speaking with a boldness and authority that stunned everyone. The difference wasn't in their natural ability, it was in their source of dependence. So here's the invitation today. Drop the fake strength. Let it fall to the ground. It was never protecting you anyway. It was imprisoning you. The moment you do, the moment you choose vulnerability and honest dependence over prideful pretense, God will give you something far greater in return. He will give you real authority, not the authority to impress people or build your own little kingdom. No, this is a far better authority. It's the spiritual authority to defeat the enemy, to stand firm and endure the fiercest storms of life, and to overcome temptation not by gritting your teeth, but by leaning into His grace. Stop trying to be strong for God and start letting God be strong in you. That's where true freedom, true peace, and true victory are found. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that helps you walk in the authentic strength God has for you. See you in the next video.